Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Ain. So today management interview, I will interview Nurul Ain. So present yourself.
Hi, my name is Nurul Ain and I take course diploma in marketing in KPMSI.
Next question is, for you, what is defined learning based on your understanding?
Well, based on my understanding, brain-based learning theory is a learning theory that based on structure and human brain function.
Okay. That was a good answer, by the way. Second question is, in the term of relatively permanent, so in the definition of learning, what is for you?
So based on my experience in relatively permanent in learning, before this I took STPM, but when I failed my STPM, I feel so down at that time. So that things is my relatively permanent that happens in my life, and after I failed my STPM, God gave me a chance to continue my study in KPMSI. So when I continue my study here, I took the opportunity to change my learning style, which is I basically study before I enter the class. After I change my study style, and after the things that happen in my life, I change my behavior in study and so on. I guess I'm doing well in KPMSI.
So my third question is, what is two types of your learning styles while you attend or you want to share while you attend the class or study by yourself?
Okay, so when I'm attending the class, when lecturer is teaching at the in front, basically I'm just taking an importance note when lecturer is teaching. That is my learning style. When I'm in class, I'm taking an importance note. I'm just taking an importance note. So based on the importance note, I can understand and how I can describe the importance note in my examination. That's the first learning style. My second learning style, when I learn alone and when I study alone, basically I'm just take all the importance note. I list all the importance note, and then I try to memorize, or I try to understand the definitions of the importance note.
Okay, that was actually a smart study. So you guys need to. My first question is, how do you think knowing about the brain dominance theory can assist you in your learning, as in completing assignments or studying tasks?
I do believe that brain dominance theory can help me in study, because when you already know you are a types of left brain or right brain, you can develop more your skill when you already know that you are a logical thinking person or you are creative thinking person. Well, in my case, I am actually a creative thinking person. Okay. I tend to use my right brain more than my left brain. I like to draw. I like to use my imaginations when I'm studying instead of just thinking logicals. For me, thinking logicals is kind of boring.
So, the question is, it's by using your experience, the theory of classical conditioning and operant conditioning, which one is your preferable and give an impact to yourself?
Well, I prefer operant conditioning theory because I like to do something and then I get a rewards. But at the same time, if I don't do that, if I don't perform in a good way, I will get punishments. For example, based on my experience, when I was in high school, it's hard for me to get things that I want. So my mom's always told me that if you do good in your exam, if you get an A in your exam, so I'm gonna give you things that you want. But if you don't get the things, if you don't get A in your exam, then I'm gonna give you a punishment. So because of my mom keep track me like that, I doing so well in my SPM.
It was actually a good experience, and that was a good parenting, I guess. So next question. This is the last question of the day for our management interview. So the last question is, there is 4 processes of social learning theory, which is attentional, retention, motor reproduction process, and reinforcement. So by applying to real life, share your experience by relate to this one of the process.
Well, based on my experience, that I can relate to this social learning process. When I learn how to cook from my mom, first of all, the process is attentional process. So attentional process is when my mom is always available for me. When I always pay attention when she's cooking. On that time, this is basically when I was in high school and primary school. I always pay attention when my mom's cooking, and she always available with me every single day. That is attentional process, right? For the next process is a retention process. Okay, for retention process, after I continue my study, my mom is not around me. She's not here, but I still remember how to cook using her own way. So that is retention process that happened to my life. The next process is motor reproduction process. Well, when I remember how to cook using my mom's way, basically when I feel like, okay, I want to eat tom yum today, and then I remember how to cook tom yum based on my mother's way, and then I just go and then cook how the way she's cooked. I just go and just cook. That's motor reproduction process that happens to me. And then the last process is reinforcement. So basically when I cook using the way my mom's cook, I always receive a compliment, I always receive rewards from my friends, from my father, from my siblings, saying that my meals is so delicious. So when that is the reinforcement process that happened in my life. That's all.
That was a good answer, and that was actually one of the mother pickups or something. So that's all for our management interview today. So thank you.